really enjoyed talking to Angie from AngieFitnessTV about rebounding. Rebounding is such a beneficial exercise. It's so fun, and Angie's classes make it even more fun.
I've been doing rebounding 25 years teaching. I was working at Bally's Total Fitness. Urban rebounding was a thing in the 90s, and they've come a long way. Baglemann has since come into the market, jump sport, bungee style. So they've come a long way, and I've followed it the entire way. I'm an RYT through Yoga Alliance, registered yoga instructor, group fitness instructor, licensed massage therapist, Pilates certification, personal trainer, and all certified in that. I decided I wanted to round it out with physical therapy.
With all of everything that you've done, you really understand the human body then.
From the most fundamental level, you don't get more fundamental than home health. Orthopedic floor. I actually worked on the ICU floor. I just see the body in planes, in movements and release patterns and energy patterns. We know from the most fundamental level, we have to move our body. You have to move your body. It truly is body, mind, and spirit. If you're only working on the body, for example, just weight training, just walking, just eating right, and nothing else, and you're missing the components of the mind and the spirit, well, you're disconnected like a puzzle piece. You're not put together. So you will always be searching. You have to work on mobility. You have to work on strength. You got to work on cardiovascular endurance and muscular endurance.
So what does rebounding do for those things?
Rebounder is just a naturally low impact because of the trampoline and the give. Like when you're bouncing, you're bouncing. Yeah, you could take both feet off, but it's still low impact because we're not jarring the joints like you are on a hard surface on the floor. So that's a big difference. But rebounding has many benefits. One, low impact, low impact, low impact, low impact. I cannot say that enough. It's low impact, but it gives you really high intensity options. It allows you to do movements that you would love to do, but because of the impact of the floor and your joints, you cannot do. But you can do it on the rebounder because it's low impact. The one thing you will find in my workouts, I always start by feeding the mind, then feeding the body with body movement. And at the very end, we feed our spirit and our soul. In every single workout, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, rebounding, floor, this or that, I incorporate cardiovascular endurance, muscular endurance, core, balance, and coordination, and functional movement exercises. Those are movements that are required for everyday living. So I'm basically melding in my massage therapy, my physical therapy, and my Pilates, yoga, and group fitness and personal training world, all of the different dimensions that I have and how important it is to the human body, I incorporate in every class, if that makes sense. So you need balance every day. We need to work balance and coordination every day.
I got my rebounder a couple months ago, and I'm still easing into it. I'm so surprised at how little it takes to really feel like you're getting a workout. And the first thing that I have makes me want to stop is my calves start burning, but that gets better, right?
Yes, it does. You always want to make sure that you have proper form and technique when you're bouncing. The other thing is some people prefer shoes because that helps with the extra support and the stability with the ankles and the knees and the hip joint. Some people do not prefer shoes. And some people will say, oh, my calf burns more when they wear the shoes. And then some people will say, when I'm barefoot, it's fine. So again, you got to play around with that, right? So the most important thing is that we're bouncing with proper technique from head to toe in how we land.
So what about a backyard trampoline?
I've had a backyard trampoline because my kids always jumped on it. Totally different. The give is so in rebounding, where we're getting the, bone density and the bone building and the weight bearing is on the press down. Well, we all know if we've been on outdoor trampolines or in trampoline parks, where is that down press and that build? It's not there. It's like bounce, 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 bounce. So no, they're not even in the same playing field. We need to work strength. It could be lightweight, which is muscular endurance. It could be heavyweight, which is strength. We have got to work on our heart every day. We need to move 30 minutes most days. We need to move functional movement exercises, our squats, lunges, walking, rotational movements, and hip hinging. That is movements for everyday living. We teach this in physical therapy to our patients. You need these style of movements every human body, every day. You don't realize it, but we are doing these patterns every day. So,
and if you don't get it, you lose it, right? If you don't do it every day,
absolutely,
you lose it, all that
absolutely.
mobility.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's so fascinating that I read is that skin issues, eyes, like why would jumping on a trampoline help my eyesight or help a skin condition? I find that so fascinating, but it's all to do with the lymphatic system, correct?
It's just great for immune health and overall lymphatic health. Your heart rate goes up. You're getting more blood flow in there. Your blood flow is going everywhere. It's great for bone density. We know it's great for cardio, bone building. It's great for strength training. Phenomenal for balance, to help improve balance, coordination, and proprioception. That's your body on the rebounder and the environment and space around you, proprioception.
The other thing that I found so fascinating was the effect on the pelvic floor.
When you're bouncing, and if you have a weak pelvic floor and you're just simply example doing a health bounce, you can feel how that pelvic floor naturally engages. Like you're not thinking of it, just subconsciously, it's naturally engaging. When you just even do a health bounce, and I'm not in health bounces where you just leave your feet on the rebounder.
So tell me a little bit about rebounding for weight loss.
We know we need to move for weight loss. We need to move our body. But if you really want to lose weight, and you need to have your heart rate burning between 65 and 80% of your max heart rate. After my third, I weighed 179 pounds. I was 5'5", 179 pounds. I was cleared to exercise again. I had 48 pounds to lose, 40, 50. So all I did for 8 months to a year was heart rate monitor train. And I did different formats. You can strength train, you can whatever, walk, whatever. But I was always between 65 and 80% of my heart rate. Of course, you watch what you eat as well. And I stayed in that parameter because I had a specific goal of weight loss. And I lost the weight. So for you that are listening, all you got to do is go into Google and type in heart rate monitor training, because our body works on different fuel systems. So when you start going above 80% of your heart rate, we're starting to get in the simple sugar. We're not starting to get into our stored fat. So when you're burning between 65 and 80% of your heart rate, you're burning your body's body fat.
So some people recommend eating before exercise. Some people recommend not eating before exercise.
Personally have to eat before. I have a gazillion friends who don't. I really find that's personal. Now, I would never eat like right before, like, okay, I'm going to 10 minutes and then go bounce. So my protocol for my body is about an hour and a half before. I have a protein oatmeal with blackberries, like just one packet of protein oatmeal and blackberries and coffee. And I can handle that. But if I got up, say 3-4 hours before, I'd eat a regular meal, egg whites, spinach, mushrooms, oatmeal, blackberries. So I really think that's personal choice. I haven't seen a lot of evidence-based research on why one would be better or worse than the other. And
so
I've
eating
researched
before
that.
Doesn't necessarily stop you from burning body fat, though.
No.
Cool. Another thing that I wanted to ask, or two actually, what's the effect on like wrinkles on your face from rebounding?
Rebounding is really good for the blood flow, of our entire body. And that's going to go for your face as well, for the blood flow in your face. Now, when it comes to collagen production, as we get older, we lose a collagen in our face. And that's what creates the wrinkles, is a loss of collagen production. That to me is not so much rebounding. I have not had an experience where it has decreased my wrinkles any, or that I was like, oh my gosh, and really noticed this profound difference that was due to rebounding. Per se, I have noticed better results for the wrinkles on my face with taking collagen powder. So you have to eat correctly and stay hydrated. So we want to feed our bodies from the inside out when it comes to our skin. I'll give you an interesting fact. Everything when I was in school with the physical therapy, you want to know, it always say contraindications and indications. Always an indication for every single disease or disorder. Number one was exercise.
Sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day is just, we're not made for that. We're not made to do that.
No. So it becomes even more important that we move, walk, dance, swim, garden, clean, get on your rebounder. The Cadillacs of rebounders is called a Baglemann. And there's the jump sport, and then there's leaps and rebounds. The leaps and rebounds out the door ship to you $190, maybe $200 at the most. It's bungee. It has a stability bar. The bounce is beautiful. I hope more people rebound.
Me too.
Rebounding is so fun. It's honestly my favorite. I think out of all of them, I look forward to my Thursday rebounding class is the best. Energetically, it just boosts your energy on a cellular level.
Check out Angie's channels, AngieFitnessTV, and her new channel, the Rebounding for Health and Fitness YouTube site. It's also on Facebook, Rebounding for Health and Fitness. Lots of great information and some great stories. Thanks for joining us here at 5th and Overland.